Hey everybody, how are you? John Henderson here, back again. Another beer and TV ramble, looking at PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's Thursday evening. I'm sitting here watching the Chiefs and Broncos game right now on NFL Network. There's a college game on ESPN. I'll stream that on my computer. But anyway, 4.7% ABV, an American Adjunct Lager, one of the legacy beers or legendary beers, along with Budweiser and Schlitz. These were the beers that were very popular back in the day. Had my first PBR when I was in college. It was my first year in college. I had my first PBR at the time. Um, the beer sort of kind of made a comeback, as you've seen in the past couple of years, more so back in the late 90s and 2000s. Sort of the retro beers that a lot of the millennials or generation, or now millennials we call them, but Generation X or Generation Y, whatever, that we're drinking. Very little advertising, but the hipsters with the flannel shirts were buying this beer a lot. Um, I had it again. Um, kind of got reintroduced to this beer back in 2001 or two, I should say. About 2001, I got reintroduced to this beer. I was hanging out with a guy, and all they were selling was PBR, and thought it was all right, decent. And now, as I've gotten a little to my age now, it's starting to become a go-to beer. Again, beer came out 1844. Again, a legacy beer, a long-time beer that's been around in the game for forever. Very refreshing, very smooth beer. Surprisingly, this beer gets a pretty good score on Beer Advocate. They say it's okay. I think it was a 77 score, I think it was. I could be wrong. The brothers give it a good score, very good, but they'll diss Budweiser and, for whatever the reason, which is also an American adjunct lager. Go figure on that. But beer got popular again, I would say. What was the movie? Blue Velvet. You probably may remember that film with Dennis Hopper, Kyle MacLachlan. There's a scene where Kyle MacLachlan has a Heineken and then offers a Heineken and Dennis Hopper smacks him around. Hell no. And Pabst Blue Ribbon, yeah. You know, if you may remember in that film. It's a decent beer. Like, I can't complain about this. I really like this a lot. Um, as the beer got back in popularity again, thanks to the hipsters, the flannel shirt guys, the prices were pretty much next to nothing for a 12 pack. Some places, it depends on the state you live in. Some places were like $6.99 a 12 pack, or maybe $8.99 a 12 pack. But as when things become very popular and the beer companies look at the sales and it says, why these beers are doing so well? This is our budget beer, sort of in a way. Um, and when they see college kids and whatnot are buying these, and they go into the bars and they're drinking a lot of this, they begin to, the beer companies start asking, what are we missing out here? We're not doing any advertising. We're not doing any promotion. Um, they'll do advertising. I remember they did some advertising on, of all places, NPR radio, and for something they were doing. I think it was either Car Talk or one of the talk programs on that network radio station, that National Public Radio. Um, and PBR was very PBR was being advertised a lot. Um, As this beer became popular, a lot of the the beer companies began noticing 7.99 for a 12 pack, whatever, 8.99. Some of them a 18 pack, maybe 12.99. 24 pack, 30 pack, wherever you can get them. I found these beers were sort of very affordable, and and again, it's pretty decent. So as it is always the case, when something gets very popular, they begin to want to raise the prices up. And now I think PBR in my area for a 12 pack it's going for about 9.99 now, where it was 7.99 before. So go figure. But perfect beer to go with anything Mexican food, um, red beans and rice, steak with a nice little black something with black beans, uh, some spicy Mexican food with black beans in it, a lot of cheese, um, a burger, of course. Um, even like snow crabs with some corn and potatoes and Kaneka sausage. This would be great with this. This would be great with this beer. And so I got nothing negative to say about this. This is, like I said, it's a go-to beer for me a lot. I buy this quite a bit. I bought the 16-ounce can the other day, the day before, for where's the can? Yeah, 16-ounce can. The day before for I believe it was 95 cents at this convenience store. So PBR is excellent. On a scale 1 to 10, this is a solid 10 for me. I would buy this more over Budweiser. Nothing against Budweiser. I think it's a great beer. Miller Genuine Draft. I think it's a great beer as well. But again, I'm a cheapskate and very carbonated too. This beer, um, very very hoppy as well. Um, I would buy this a lot. And again, the price is a big reason for me to get this. So anyhow, tell me what you think of this beer. Leave your comments on the bottom. And again, a solid 10 for me for this for PBR. I'm John Henderson Pierre, the TV and Beer Ramble, telling you to keep watching NFL football, college football, and anything that interests you. And keep drinking beer. Or cheers.